Sailing began here at MIT in 1936. MIT has the oldest college boathouse in the U.S. College sailing began here at MIT. This is the birthplace, and the first 10 national championships were hosted here as the only sailing facility in the U.S. for collegiate racing. One of the coolest things about the MIT Sailing Pavilion is that we're able to provide sailing opportunities for a huge range of sailors. Everybody from the elite racer who wants to come down on Tuesday nights and mix it up.
Red versus green. Red versus green.
To recreational sailors, some of whom never sailed before they came to MIT, and they learned to sail through our programs. We also have windsurfing, we have the varsity sailing team, we teach PE classes to MIT students for MIT credit, so it's a pretty neat range that we're able to provide for so many people.
I started sailing when I was in junior high in really, really small boats, and so I continued on into high school, and then when I decided to go to college, I figured, well, I wanted to continue sailing there too because, you know, that was my life. I sailed almost every day over weekends, and I went to school, and that's really all I did. So when I came to MIT, I continued that sailing in school, and I was really happy that we had such a great program here. The MIT Nautical Association is the largest student group on campus that encompasses all of the programs that we have and is free and open to all MIT students, which means that pretty much anyone on campus has the opportunity to learn how to sail.
One of the real gems of our program is the volunteer involvement. We have volunteers that teach learn to sail lessons on Wednesday nights and Sundays throughout the summer, and those sailing lessons are open and free to anybody with an MIT ID. So any member of the MIT community can come down here, take the lessons. If they like doing it, which a lot of people do, they can get a sailing card, and with a sailing card, that allows you to sail here noon to sunset 7 days a week from April 1st to November 15th. Sailing, it has a particularly unique fit here at MIT. I think the activity itself ties together a lot of different skills and philosophies, and to a scientific mind, I think the idea of using the forces, the physics of the wind and the water and the equipment to propel yourself around the river, and the fact that sailing is also a very social sport. So here at MIT, where people are working really hard and in a very challenging environment, coming down to the Sailing Pavilion can really be that recharge, even if it's just for 45 minutes.
I think the best part is when you've been out on the water for about an hour and you're in drills, you've been practicing for a while, and then you realize you haven't thought about school in a very long time. It's like you start thinking about, okay, what do I have to do tonight? What piece do I have to get done? But you have that time period where you realize that anything remotely school you've thought about it, because you deserve to do something fun. And what's the best way to have fun is to go sailing. And it's great too because with the recreational sailing, anyone can do that. You have a sailing card, you come down, you forget about all the hard stuff that you had to deal with that day, and you can just relax, go out on the water, and have fun with friends.